back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm new here too, so yeah, got something in common. In today's video we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial. This look is something that you can use to go to Tesco'S in, which I do, just go do your food shopping in, as you do, why not? Or you can actually use it to go out when you're going out with your friends or you're going out for a meal. This is like one of my favourite looks, so I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to create like a really glam effect without making it look like so hard. Like sometimes you look at these photos and people are like, oh my god, how have they done this look? And well, this is how I do mine. So if you are interested to look glam, not like this, I'm actually really ill, guys. Like this weather is like so up and down, and I've caught a cold, so that's why I sound like a bloke. So I really do apologise if this video comes across offensive with my voice, but I literally I can't do anything about it. But yeah, if you want to get glam, this is like the before image. I can tell you the end result is 10 times better. Then stay tuned and keep on watching. We're gonna get started. I don't know whether to tie my hair up or not. My hair sometimes drives me mad when I'm filming. Like all these lights on, it's just like it's too much. It's just like in your face. Quick sip of Red Bull. I need about as much energy as I get. Cleans my face. I've used like my cleanser. I'm gonna do like a YouTube video on like my must-haves, like my skincare routine. Like we'll do that in another video. I'll show you how it goes down. But I'm gonna go in and moisturize my face because that's something that I haven't done. Today I'm gonna go in with the Strobe cream from MAC. This is like one of my favorites. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my face. Now, I really love like the absolute smell of MAC products. They're amazing. Like their skincare range is actually really, really good. I use the Strobe cream and I also use the oil lotion control. Now this one is really good. I'm trying to, come on camera, work with me, work with me. I don't know if you can see. Is going to shit. There you go. That one's really good if you get quite oily based on your skin. I get really oily on my T-zone, so like 2 hours into my makeup you'll see like you can slide down my face, but if you put that on, that's really good and that stops and prevents the oil. So I'm just going to go in and add a little bit more. Like I really love moisturising my face. Oh, weird, I know. I'm just going to go ahead. You should let your moisturiser like sink into your skin like a couple of minutes before you go ahead and whack your primer on. Otherwise, how these products are meant to work into the skin. So go with your moisturiser. I'm really spotty. You can do dot to dot on my face. Not been well lately. That's why I just keep putting makeup on because I know I look better. Okay, so let that sink into the skin for a couple of minutes. Primer today, I'm going to go in and use, what should I use? I'd have if I can find it. You know when you think you're prepared, oh my god, it's right in front of my face. Next up, I'm going to go in with the No Filter primer from NYX Cosmetics. I absolutely rave this product. I did like a little review on my last my last video. This one is so good. Like it really makes your makeup last long, and yeah, you don't need a filter. So I'm just going to buff that into the skin using a brush. This is just so nice and it smells so good and it's just like so soft and luxurious onto the skin. It's just so nice. I can't help it when you like put products on your face and they don't smell nice. It's like the most cringing thing ever. You know, you're gonna have to like smell this product on your face for the rest of the day, and if it doesn't smell nice, and it's just like no. So buff this into the skin. It just gives it like such a glow. Like I really love this. Okay, so next up I'm going to go in with foundation, and today I'm using my Luminous Silk Foundation by GIORGIO Armani. This is like my holy grail. I live for this foundation. It's just so beautiful. It's so silky. It's like you're putting just silk on your face. I'm going to go in with a brush, and then I'm going to go in and buff it out with a beauty blender. So let's just buff this in to the skin. It's just so lightweight, it's just luxury on your face. Just gonna go ahead and apply that to the skin. I always bring it down to my neck. A lot of people don't bring their foundations down to their neck, so let's bring it down. Bit more, you only live once. It's just so smooth and it's just lovely, and it's just expensive and you feel expensive. Oh. What I do sometimes is just put like a first light layer on, and then I'll go ahead and do my eye makeup, and then I'll go ahead and then buff in with a beauty blender like just a tiny bit more. It all depends on how thick you like your coverage. I am a coverage bitch, I'm not gonna lie, like I love to look. So yeah, but it's entirely up to you. Everyone has their own preference in how they wear with their makeup and how thick and how light they like their coverage. Sometimes you need to give the foundations time to oxidize, they may do that. Okay, next up I'm gonna go in, and before like I prep my face, before I go in and powder my face, I like to just let the foundation sink into the skin. I think that's when it really works and you can see what kind of look you're going to be left with. So I'm going to go in and start concealing under my eyes. Today I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. That's my shade. I'm just going to put that onto the back here. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and buff that in. I really like this concealer. It's like really good full coverage. So if you've had no sleep, this is the one. It's just, it goes in, but you have to quickly work it into the skin. This shit dries up so quickly and you'll just look like a wreck if you don't buff this into the skin quickly. Like you can see, like I'm like, I have to buff it in. So work quickly with this one because it's crazy. It's crazy. Really make sure I turn it round and use this to get into the inner corner under the eye, and that really sets it. Sometimes you can't go in with this one, it's not going to work. Next up I'm going to go in and set my concealer. I'm going to go in with my Ultimate Fab, which is my MERCIER, and this is the loose setting powder, and I use the translucent shade. Looks like cocaine powder, not that I take that. You can damp your beauty blender, or you don't have to, it's entirely up to you. Just take your damp beauty blender, dab that in, and then place that under the eye. I'm not going to brush mine off yet because I'm going to go on to eye makeup. I'm going to use it just in case any fallout happens. And like the longer you leave it, the longer you can bake in your skin. It's just going to be so soft and flawless and airbrushed and just how everyday you want to look, really. Just looking like a plastic Barbie doll. Woohoo! So, let's do that. I don't need to carry on like baking. I'm going to go in with my ultimate fave, and this is my NYX micro brow pencil, and I'm using the shade Ash Brown. So I'm just going to go in and put my brows on. I always like to brush them. As you're applying the micro brow, just apply a little bit and then brush through them, and you'll find that you'll get your shape and you'll get the level of thickness that you want. So flick them up. I literally live with this pencil, it's insane. It's just so easy to apply. Like, cause some eyebrow pencils are shit, let's be real. They just don't even flipping do anything. Or they just never can be like the right colour for you. You're always having like the most weirdest shaped eyebrows or the most weirdest coloured eyebrows on this planet. And it's just not fun. Next up I'm going to go and carve out my brow. This gives like such a flawless finish after, and also it just gets your eyes ready for the makeup. So I'm going to go in and take the rest of a little bit of my MAC Pro Concealer, and then we're just going to carve out the brow. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and carve out my brows. So what you want to do is just take a little bit of concealer on the back of your hand, take a very thin brush that's able to go under. Obviously when you get like a bit more experience you can use like a brush almost like this one, and you can go in, and then I'm just going to go like right underneath my brow and cut a bit right out. And this just gives such an amazing finish, as you can see. And then I bring my concealer down to my eye, because this will get my eyes ready. go in with my Morphe palette, and I'm going to use these colours. I'm going to be using my 35R palette. I'm going to talk you through what colours I'm going to be using, but this one is just such an amazing palette. Like, yes, this is my second time using it on this video, but I don't give a shit. I love the product. Like, I just love these colours. So I'm gonna go in. It's just like, what I love about it is the price is like so amazing. You can create so many different looks, so like, what is there not to love? And just the pigmentation of these colours, like if I just dip into this gold, you can really see, and if I just put that on like there, it's insane. Okay, so let's go. I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques 200 brush, and I'm just going to dip into this shade here, just to create like an all over, just to set the concealer that we've just put onto the eyes. I'm just going to go and then place that onto the eyes. I find that so we're just applying that all over to the lid, dabbing as we do. And get right into the corners. It just stops like all the creasing, and it just preps the eye ready. Next up, I'm going to go in with my 203 brush, and we're going to start using our transition shade. So we're going to go in with eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're going to go in with this colour up here. So we're just going to take that on our brush, bash it, catch any fallout. Then we're just going to go up and apply this up over the eye, and this is just going to become like our transition shade, and we're just going to bring this around the eyelid. Now the ultimate key, like I get this a lot, like everyone's like, please, on my Instagram everyone's like, please make videos, show us what is the key to success with eyeshadows. The major key to success is you've just got to blend the shit out of your eye. I cannot express it anymore. You have to, like, this is why makeup takes so long, because it's just like the eyes. The eyes, you've just got to give it like so much time. Sometimes it's just like, really, but yeah. So I'm just gonna apply that to this eye. Next up, we're going to go in with this shade right here. So we're just going to take like a minute, same brush, and then we're just going to apply it over to the top of where we've just applied that colour. We're only doing a little bit. Same again for the other side. I love Morphe. I'm like a Morphe obsessed bitch. I'm telling you right now, like I just fucking love it. It's just so cool. Okay, next up we're gonna go in with this shade here. This is like one of my favourite shades. This really like sets off the look. I'm gonna take a fresh brush for this. So just gonna dip in to that shade, and then we're just gonna start to go over, but we're gonna start to like bring it slightly lower down to where we've just applied like those other two colours. So this is going over. I'm going to do the same here. Oh, I just love how easy they are to blend. Like sometimes you get eyeshadows that are just like, why did you bother making this? Because they're just like so hard to blend, they're so hard to work with, or sometimes they look like really good on the planet, but on the planet like they look really good on the palette, but when you put them on they're just like, so I'm just going to apply this to the top and really work that in. Okay, next up we're going to go back in with the original brush that we had, and then we're just going to soften it out. So we're just going to go out, sometimes like you don't even have to add more, but I'm just going to go back in with this colour, just a little touch, and then we're just going to like connect the two together and make it slightly softer. Sometimes it can be a bit harsh, so always go back in with your previous brush and the previous colour just to soften that shade out. Don't want it to look so harsh. This is the key. Like a lot of people do not blend what they've necessarily done, and it doesn't look like it's connected. It can look like a whole pile of mess basically. So just a dab, and then we're just gonna do it here as well. So we're just connecting that through, as you can see. Next up, we're going to go in and start to make it darker, start to make it dramatic, because, well, you know, we all like to make an entrance or a statement. So next up, I'm going to take this colour down here. I'm going to go in again with another fresh brush. This one is just a Deluxe crease brush. So we're going to go in with that colour. I'm just such a browns person. I love browns, I love golds. A bit boring, I know. Okay, and then we're just gonna go over the top, but start to come down lower again. And we're just gonna bring that in. We're just gonna go with a smaller brush. We're gonna go in with that colour. We're gonna tap off the excess, and then we're really gonna like apply this underneath, like on the lid crease, and we're just gonna pat that in like so. Then we're gonna go the same again here. Really want to give that crease some definition. Don't apply too much at this stage, like little but frequent, slow and steady will win the race, so they fucking say. Let's be real. I don't know, it's always me, but I always get one eye that turns out better than the other. Who knows? Maybe you just get so, like, you put in all your fucking eye and then you've got to go do the other eye, and it's just like, really? So yeah. Try and then I'm just going to go back in with my original brush and just soften this out here. Because again, like, it's just, sometimes it can be just too harsh. Okay, next up we are going to go in with this colour here. And we're just going to apply it to like literally the corner. So we're just going to bring it up to here. And then we're just going to bring it down, and we're just going to do like circular motions. So I'm going to go in with a little brush. We'll go in. So what I'm going to do is just like bring it up to here, and then I'm going to bring it down. That's where we start to smoke the eye out. So we're just going to bring that up to the eye, and then I'm going in with the brush, and then we're just going to blend Blend that out. Sometimes it's really hard to blend with like brushes like this, like they're really good to apply it to get it into the eye, but then go in with your bigger brush and give it a whirl. Okay, now let's do the other eye. I'm going to go in with my darker shade here, and we're going to really apply this into the corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Always dab off your excess, otherwise you'll fuck up the whole eye and then you're going to have to start again, and that's just like a complete tragedy. I've been there. I just burped. My bad. I need like a hand mirror so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to turn to the side here so you can see. So we're just bringing this into here and then we're bringing it down. And then across. And just do little bits at a time. If you do too much, the whole thing is just going to go crazy. So we're just bringing it down and we're smoking it. Okay, and then we're just like really blending this into the eye because it can be, Lord Jesus, even though we want it to look like smoky and like to the point, you know, you don't want it to look so harsh, so we're just softening it a little bit. Okay, next up we're going to do a little cut crease and go in and just cut crease like the top of the eye. So we're just gonna paint down into the corner and I'm just going up to here. Now this does take a bit of practice, but it's quite good because your eyes, you can just follow like the guide. Okay, so now we've cut crease, we're going to go in and I'm going to use this one here. Oh, and then we're going to use maybe a little bit of gold. So, okay, so what I like to do is to take my Max Prep and Prime at Fix Plus. This brings out the pigment of anything amazing. I am not, when it comes to like after I've cut crease and I really want to get the pigmentation onto my eyelids, I use my finger. I think it's the best thing. So what I literally do is just take my spray, I spray it on, I rub it round, I get my finger and I literally just dip it into the palette. And then I'm just gonna apply that to the lid, like so. And this way you just get the pigment that you're looking for onto the lid. And you dab that all around the eye. Ooh. I love it. How can you not love? And then what I like to do is go back in with the dark brush and then just blend all that in. So next up I'm going to go in with this colour here, and then we're going to bring out the inner corners of the eyes. So we're just going to apply that up here and down. And you can see like how much it just brings out your eyes. Okay, so now that I've brought out the inner corners of my eyes, I'm just going to apply some just under the brow bone here. I really love highlighting that, so just a tiny bit. Woo! Oh, it just does so much, it's just so exciting. So we just add that under the brow bone. Okay, let's go in and take the powder off our eyes. So I'm just going to take in my fan brush, and now that we've stopped doing our eyes, we can go in and remove the excess powder. Okay, next up I'm going to go in and we're just going to line under the eye. I'm going to go in with my trusted Maybelline gel liner. And it's my favourite brush to use when using like a gel liner. You need something like really thin. And this one is the silicone liner brush from Real Techniques, and we're just going to go in and line the eye, and then we're going to set it with eyeshadow on top. I'm just going to go in and start smoking out the bottom of the eye. I'm just going to go in with a previous brush, and I'm just going to take that darker shade of the palette and I'm just going to bring it underneath the eye because we just want to connect it through. I'm going with this one. I'm just bringing it down the eye. No, 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 no. Underneath like so, and then I'm just going to go in with like the darkish brown, and we're just going to go on top. Next up I'm going to apply the gel liner into the eye waterline as well. Now a lot of people are a bit apprehensive of doing this, but I find that this lasts longer than most eyeliners. Like, this doesn't move, and we need that because we never know what weather is gonna entail. The other day my fucking eyelash fell off because the wind was so strong. It was not funny. Then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and we're just going to smoke out the bottom of the eye a little bit more and set that liner. So we just go in, and we're just going to really make this dramatic. I just find that this really sets the under eye. World about Red Bull, but it doesn't give you fucking wings. I don't know where they got that from. Red Bull gives you wings. What wings? Okay, so I'm going to go in with mascara just before I put some lashes on. So I'm just going to go in with my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. So I'm just going to quickly apply this to my lashes. With some lashes, I'm going to be using my Morphe ones. I freaking love these lashes. I don't care, I've used them on my last video, like they're my favourite. I think these are the Morphe premium lashes. I need to find out, like I'll put the description in the bio because they don't write on the back of the box is what they are, which is just like really, really, oh, Heartbreaker. These are the Heartbreaker ones, I think. I'll double check. So I'm just going to go in, and like I said, sometimes I just go in with like another layer just of my foundation, just a little bit of like a touch up, and this is what I do. Not so much where I've set the powder, but because sometimes it takes so long to put eye makeup on, I literally just go through and get my foundation and just go into the places where maybe slightly your makeup has moved. So we're just setting that in and bring it down. I feel so sexy with these lashes on. I feel like powerful. I literally just love these lashes. They're like my absolute fab. So yeah, I just go in with my foundation sometimes just because like I get lines up here when I've done like my mascara and so on and so on. ARMANI Luminous Silk Powder. So I'm just going to grab that and grab a big brush, and we're just going to set the makeup. I live for this powder. This powder just makes your face so flawless after putting the Luminous Silk foundation on. Now you don't necessarily have to use the Luminous Silk foundation. I've used this powder on even the Superstay 24 Hour by Maybelline. So this powder, it's just, you don't even have to filter your photos. It just looks so stunning. This is one of my favourites. Head and contour a little bit, so I'm going to go in with my favourite product, which is my HOOLA. And just gonna apply this to the top. I find doing it like this, you don't do so much as well. You just want to mirror. Then I'm just gonna go in with my brush and blend all this out. I say blend, not, well, yeah, blend. Just rub that in. We have a hair somewhere. Cheekbones come out. They're hidden with all the cinnamon bun donuts that I eat, cinnamon swirls. like cheekbones, where are you? Let's bring them out, because all I seem to do is eat cinnamon buns. So yeah. Hello jawline. You don't see it on me because all I do is eat cinnamon buns. So when it comes to contouring, I like to bring out my face because, yeah, I've made it chubby. So I'm just gonna take a little bit down here to make my face look super slim, because this is the power of makeup. I'm just gonna go under the jawline. Pro Light Fusion, which is this one here. I'll just swatch it for you. Oh yeah, so we're gonna go in with that one. I'm just gonna take, actually, just gonna take a brush like this, pat it in. Woohoo! Oh, so you just love doing that. Am I the only person that loves to do that? Oh, I don't know if it's just the light, but something about applying highlighter and then just, yes. And then take a smaller brush, and I'm really going to bring out more of the inner corner of the eyes. And on the brow bone. Oh, that sounds like a sex noise, doesn't it? That's so not appropriate. I just get so excited over highlighter. We'll do the tip of my nose, just a little, and then we're going to do the Cupid's bow. I'm just going to really highlight. Just anywhere you want to look sun-kissed. A bit more. Rub it in on the nose. Okay, I'm gonna go for a dark lip. Why not? I feel like let's just finish the look off completely. So I'm just the shade Urban Cafe. So I'm just gonna line my lips. And then I'm going to go in with Too Faced Melted Latex, and this is the colour Strange Love. I love these, so I'm going to give it a pump. This colour, I love colours that make you just stand out, like bronze. So I'm just going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soil. This is my fab, so I'm just going to bring this out like a little bit more and apply this. It's almost like setting the cream that I added. Now we're just applying that, and then just under the jawline. I'm going to go in and add a little bit of my Morphe bronzer, and this is the shade FRENEMY. So we're just going to add that. Ooh, I love this one. This is just so nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my Fix Plus, and I'm gonna set this face because I don't want it to go anywhere. I think everyone tries to make that look sexy, but I don't think it did. You are, this is the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Like I said, I literally go to Tesco's like this. I go do my food shopping. But this is just like an easy, quick glam for you guys that are starting out, that you want like a really nice eye effect, but it's not so hard to do and you're just starting off and you just want to learn. So this is the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. I will link all the products that I've used in my description along with my Instagram account. I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.